Mr. Chair, I guess if you're talking about the possession itself, it's not illegal if you're talking about a law enforcement agency, which has the authority probably to have in possession that equipment. If they disclose that they have the capability, that's different from admitting that they actually committed a crime because they're not using it anyway for any commission.
So there you are, PNP, PDEA. So you can answer that question. You can answer my question actually. Do you have the capability to not wiretap? Iba na yung, ano ba mas magandang term na rito instead of using wiretap? Even the title of the measure or the title of the law as contemplated, baka kailangan palitan na rin kasi we're not wiretapping anymore.
I think, sir, because it is different-less wiretapping because it encompasses everything. Wireless wiretapping. Oo. Kasi may contradiction kasi because the wire itself presupposes that it is wireline. But we cannot just have a word to define all. So we can say wired or wireless wiretapping. Because the wiretapping now would mean to intercept, to read into, etc. That is, words are not sufficient for us to describe everything with just one word. I will
Senator Soto. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you will allow me to wiretap the mind of Secretary Sagalino. In Republic Act 4200 and the bills that we are contemplating on, I haven't seen or I did not see a definition of wiretapping. I think we should define if we are going to maintain the word wiretapping or wiretap. We have to have a definition.
Siguro, Senador, just for easy use of word, when we say wiretapping, to include all, we can just say wiretapping, definition of terms, are all those acts contemplated in Section 1. Yeah, are all those acts contemplated because dito po sa pinopropose ko nga, there are different ways of wiretapping. It is wiretap, intercept, overhear in relation to, screen read, surveil, record, or collect. So when we say for ease of talking, without describing all, you can just say wiretap to mean everything.
Yeah, that's it. So we can suggest that a definition be included in the bill.
It would be good because if you examine
reporting out.
If you examine po also in fact the old law itself, it is introduced as anti-wiretapping act, pero there are so many acts contemplated also.
And there is no definition of what wiretapping is.
Yes, but for just for a common understanding, when you use it in here, in criminal procedure or here or before the courts, you can just say wiretap to mean everything. Para ease or facility, yes, generic. It becomes generic. Although technically wiretap is wireline yan. But for purposes of ease of conversation, use wiretap. And
So what you're suggesting, Secretary, sa definition of terms, pwede na ipasok doon.
meaning the wiretap, to wiretap are all the acts contemplated in Section 1.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I agree. Now, I'm glad that in your proposed amendment to Section 1, on your Part 2, you are coming up with a catch-all phrase.
Yes, kasi...
I'm glad. No, that's fine. Now, your insertion of the word secretly.
Yes.
May I be? Can you elaborate on what does it entail? What does it mean? Why are you proposing that we place secretly? Because, like for example, yung mga piloso puterko, sabihin, it shall be unlawful to secretly wiretap, intercept. Kung hindi secretly niyo namin na wiretap, there are about 7 or a dozen people wiretapping you at the same time, sabay-sabay sila, magkakasama sila, hindi secret yun.
Senator, the word secret is used in relation precisely to the authorization. If there is no authorization, that you are secretly, in fact, wiretapping. Kasi also, even if there is no express authorization, our criminal law is now governed by the so-called doctrine of reasonable expectation of privacy. Under that, While normally,
Senators hearing a proposal to amend the wiretapping law. This came up during the last hearing of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, headed by its chairman, Senator Ping Lacson. This is meant to help government's campaign